Red Feather from GrepHacks. In this Krita video, we will be showing you how to import a horizontal frame or image, if you will, and change it into a vertical image or frame. If you have been using Krita for a while or other animation software, you may have plenty of frames kicking around. Notice on my Kdenlive video editor timeline, I have two frames or images, if you will. One was transformed vertically using a Kdenlive title clip. The other was transformed in Krita. Notice how they both did a great job. If you are interested in how to do this procedure using Kdenlive title clip, please see our latest Kdenlive video called Kdenlive, How to Adjust Image for Vertical Render. Open Krita, click Create New Document. When the new document window appears, notice my width and height are set to 1080 by 920. In the top right corner, click Portrait and then click Create. Once the Krita canvas appears, go to the Krita title bar, click File, then scroll down to Import Animation Frames and click. When the Import Animation Frames window appears, click Add Image. Then navigate to the image you would like to use. Highlight and click Open. This returns you to the Import Animation Frames window. Click OK. Now that we have our frame or image on our Krita canvas, we need to make some adjustments. So let's start with the color. Now we could click on the color picker and guess the color, but instead let us use a tool from the toolbox so as to get the correct color. First, click on Layers, highlight the Krita paint layer that has nothing on it. Then go to the toolbox, clicking on the Color Selector tool. Then to the canvas, clicking the color you need, ours being the red background. Then go back to the Krita toolbox, clicking on the Bucket Fill tool, then to the canvas and click. Now that we have our Krita color in place, go to Layers, highlighting the layer that holds the image, then to the toolbox, clicking on the Move tool. Now, with the Krita Move tool, grabbing the image, moving it to where you would like it, ours being centered for the most part. Notice the image is a bit large. Go to the Krita toolbox, click on the Transform a Layer or Selection tool. Go to the canvas, grabbing an edge, shrinking it just enough so it fits on the canvas. In the Krita toolbox, click on the paintbrush. This will remove the border of the previous tool. Now, if needed, click on the Transform Layer or Selection tool once again in order to make final adjustments. Once you are happy with the way everything looks, it is then time to merge your image layer with the paint layer below. Right-click the Krita layer that holds the image or frame. Scroll down to merge with layer below and click. Then you can go to File and export your image. But wait, this example doesn't end here. There's more. Let's import another frame or image, if you will, for this Krita example, but one that has more items in it. In order to do this, because we used our empty paint layer, we have to add another layer. If you're working along with me, first shut off the eyelet of the first part of this example. Then click the Krita Add Layer plus symbol. Move the new layer below the layer that holds the image or frame. Once this is done in Krita, go to the toolbox, clicking on the color selector tool, then to the canvas, clicking the color you would like, then to the toolbox, clicking the bucket fill tool, then to the canvas, placing the color. Going back to the Krita toolbox, clicking the move tool, then to the layers, highlight the layer that holds the image or frame. Going back to the Krita canvas, moving the image or frame to the position you would like, ours being centered for the most part. Actually, if you look at our image or frame on our canvas, it looks pretty good, with the exception of the star. But if you're following along and need to resize, use the Transform a Layer or Selection tool to do so. But because only the star is affected, I will only move that item instead of the whole Krita image or frame. In order to do this, go to the Krita toolbox and click the rectangular selection tool. Go to the canvas, drawing a rectangle around the item to be moved. Go back to the Krita toolbox, clicking on the move tool, then to the canvas, grabbing the item to be moved, placing it where you would like it. Then go to the Krita toolbar, click select, and scroll down to deselect. That looks good, so I'm going to save it. This can be done even with the other part of the project there, but for best results, keep the eyelet shut off. Then right-click our Krita image layer, scroll down to merge with layer below. Then on the Krita title bar, go to File, scroll down to Export, and click. When the export window appears at the top, check to make sure the directory is correct, so to send the image or frame where you would want it. Give it a name, then click the drop-down menu, choosing your image type, ours being PNG, and then click Save. When the next window appears, click OK. Now let us minimize Krita and take a look at our image or frame in Picture Viewer, shall we? I think it looks very nice, but now let us close this and close Krita and open our video editor, Kdenlive, and take a look. I hope you have enjoyed this Krita tutorial and found it helpful in some fashion, and if so, then why not give this video a like? While you're at it, why not become a subscriber and ring that bell in order to be notified your way of newly released videos. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, after all, It is free. The beginning and the end of this video has been provided by none other than Alex Abayu1. Thank you in advance. I am out.